Hi, I'm Marie. Welcome to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're making cocoa brownies, and I love these brownies because they're so easy. It just requires one bowl and a few ingredients. No mixer, no melting chocolate, nothing like that. Just again, it's one bowl, one pan, and you have some delicious brownies. These are not the most decadent brownies. They're not like you'll see on the internet where there's, like stuffed with a Snickers bar or something like, just molten chocolate in the center. These are just basic cocoa brownies, but they are so good. They're so reliable, and I really think you're gonna love them. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. We'll take our 1/2 cup melted butter and pour that into the bowl. Then we can add 1 cup sugar. We'll add 2 teaspoons vanilla. And then 2 eggs. There's 1 and 2. Stir up these ingredients. I'm just using a spatula. You actually don't want to use a whisk in this case because you don't want to whip a lot of air into this batter. Otherwise you'll get more of a cakey brownie, which if you like that, you can certainly do that. You can whip some air in, but I'm just using a spatula. This is one of my Food Fun spatulas, available on my website if you want to get one. They're so fun. This one says do not ever give up. Do not ever give up. So I have lots of those available there. We'll just stir this up, the wet ingredients, and next we'll add our dry. So for the dry ingredients, we're gonna add 1/3 cup cocoa powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a sifter. Cocoa powder can have a lot of lumps in it, and if you don't get it out before you get it in the batter, you will have all those lumps in your batter. So I'm gonna go ahead and sift it. I'm gonna grab a spoon here to push it through if I need to. So we're gonna add 1/3 cup cocoa powder, and you can either just tap the sifter like this, or you can kind of press it through with a spoon, which goes pretty fast too. You just mash up the little lumps as you get down to the bottom, and there we go. We have our cocoa powder sifted right into there. Next, we'll add 1/2 cup flour. You could run that through the sifter too if you wanted to. I usually don't. Next is 1/4 teaspoon salt and 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. Now we'll give that a stir, and that is it for the batter. Wasn't that so easy? I know brownie mixes are so popular because they make brownies so easily, but you have to admit this is even easier, and it saves you a trip to the store. So definitely recommend giving these a try. So I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees, and we're going to use a non-stick 8x8 square baking pan, and I'll put some butter in there as well just to make sure they don't stick. There's all this debate on the internet about, do you like fudgy or cakey brownies? So I would like to know, do you like fudgy or cakey? I think I'm more of a fudgy brownie, so that's my vote. But I would love to hear your vote. Comment with your favorite type of brownie, fudgy, cakey, or maybe it's something else. Now, just for fun, I am gonna add my favorite dark chocolate or bittersweet chocolate baking chips. These are 60% cacao, and they're Ghirardelli, and they're delicious. So I'm gonna add about 1/2 bag of that. Put those in for a little melty chocolate inside, which is just so good. Okay, these are mixed up and ready to go in our pan now. I'm gonna grab a little extra butter here to grease the pan. You can use the spray if you prefer. Sometimes I don't love the flavor of the cooking spray that comes, in a can. Sometimes the flavor or the smell when it's baking is a little off, so I prefer to just use butter, kind of the old-fashioned way. Now we'll put our batter in the greased pan. And this is nice and thick. We'll just spread it around with our spatula here. Spread that around. These are ready to go in the oven. We'll bake these at 350 for about 25 minutes. I do set a timer because my brain is just not what it used to be. A little forgetful these days. Okay, well the brownies are cooking. I'm gonna mix up some icing. The icing's optional. These are delicious without it, but if you wanna add a little more decadence to these, a little more sweet, you can. For the icing, we'll need 1 cup powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons butter, 1 tablespoon milk, teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. We'll just mix that together until it's nice and smooth and then pour it over the brownies while they're still warm. We'll start with our 3 tablespoons of butter, and I have it almost completely melted. It's nice and soft, so it's real easy to mix. Then we'll add our cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons cocoa powder. Next is 1 teaspoon vanilla. Then 1 tablespoon milk. Let's give that a nice stir to mix everything up. And then we'll add our powdered sugar, and it should come together. A little powdered sugar in, stir it up. Okay, the brownies are ready. Grab those. They look amazing and the house smells so good. Now we'll put the icing on. These have cooled just a little bit. We're gonna just spread the icing right on the warm brownies and it'll spread out. Thanks so much for joining us on Marie's Kitchen. Today we made these delicious fudgy brownies with or without the icing. They are absolutely irresistible, so I hope you get to try them. If you do, let us know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. To get the recipe, go over to my website at marieseva.com. Go there and get your printable recipe, which you can print out, punch a few holes in, and then put it in a 3-ring binder and make your very own Marie's Kitchen cookbook. It's totally free, so hop over to my website and start your own Marie's Kitchen cookbook today. I can't wait to see them. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. I've got lots more videos coming up, one coming out every week, so stay tuned for those. We've got a lot of recipes I want to share with you that are easy to make, they turn out delicious, and hopefully help you build some confidence in the kitchen so then you feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love. From my kitchen to yours, thank you. You can print out, punch holes in, and then put in a 3-ring binder book. They have, you know, so many, like stuffed with a Snickers bar, molten lava in the center, just like 8 different types of chocolate chips. It's a miracle that I can remember the recipes, but that's why I have my little handy pad over there with my notes on it. Oh.